Hello and welcome to Rando Tech Info. Today we are putting Samsung's latest and greatest wearable, the Galaxy Watch 4, against the reigning champion of wearOS performance, the TicWatch Pro 3. The Galaxy Watch 4 is packing Samsung's latest Exynos W929 processor with a whopping 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. Sammy claims the new chip offers a 20% bump in CPU performance and 10 times better GPU performance than last year's chip. This watch is also the first watch running wearOS 3.0. The TicWatch Pro 3 is running Qualcomm's best wearable chip, the Snapdragon 4100 with 1GB of RAM, which offers significant performance upgrades over their previous 2100 and 3100 chipsets. The watch is currently running wearOS 2.5 but is supposed to get upgraded to 3.0 sometime next year. As of right now, the only two watches running a Snapdragon 4100 chip are the TicWatch Pro 3 and the TicWatch E3. That should be changing soon, however, as Fossil is finally getting on the 4100 bandwagon with their new line of Gen 6 watches, which are slated to come out sometime in September. As far as prices go, you can grab the Galaxy Watch 4 off of Samsung.com for $249.99, and you can grab the TicWatch Pro 3 off of Mobvoi's website for $245.99. So they're basically the same price. The Galaxy Watch 4 Classic that I will be using in this video will set you back an extra $100, costing $349.99. It has a bit of a different look and a rotating bezel that you won't find on the standard Watch 4, but for today's testing purposes, their specs are identical. So, to the best of my knowledge, there are no real benchmark tests for wearables, and even if there were, benchmarks aren't always the best way to measure real-world performance. So for today's test, we are simply going to run a bunch of tasks on both watches to see which one of them does them faster. I did a similar test a while back where I put the Snapdragon 4100 up against the 2100, so if you saw that test, you know what's coming. And if you didn't see that test, then you should sub to the channel so you don't miss out on any other great content.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
So we have the Galaxy Watch on the left and the TicWatch on the right. And we are going to start the test with a reboot on both watches. And we do this for two reasons. The first reason is it allows us to see which one starts off faster, and the other reason is memory. You see, after you leave or close an app on these devices, the app sometimes still stays in memory, which would obviously affect our results. So by restarting both devices before we begin, we ensure a level playing field when we are opening the apps. Also, just so you know, I checked and made sure both watches were up to date before restart, so there shouldn't be any delays there. And as you can see, it looks like the TicWatch is going to win this battle. Yeah, the TicWatch is booted up. It's done. The Galaxy Watch, still not quite there. It's got to load up the complications. Wow. It's still not there. There we go. Almost. Still not loaded the weather. There we go. Wow. So the TicWatch destroyed the Galaxy Watch in startup time, in boot up time. Now, that's not really a big deal. I'm not sure how much it matters how long it takes a watch to start up, or any device for that matter. I know a lot of people always include that in speed tests, but in this case, if that is something that matters to you, the TicWatch just absolutely obliterated the Galaxy Watch 4. Also, before we get started, if you like the watch face I have on these watches, and people have asked me about this watch face in the past when I've done tests with the TicWatch, I will leave information about that watch face down in the description below. Okay, so the first thing we're going to test is something simple. We're going to test the stopwatch. I've got both app screens loaded up here, so we're going to hit both. All right, so both were super fast. No big surprise there. Not really a difference. So next we're going to try something a little bit more challenging. We're going to try the Google Messaging app on both watches. It did not come on the Galaxy Watch. I had to download it. The default was the Samsung messaging app, but you can open up the Google Play Store and download it. So it's the same messaging app for both. They set up as a shortcut on both watches. So it's the top button on the Galaxy Watch and it's the bottom button on the TicWatch. And I have to double press the Galaxy Watch and single press the TicWatch. So I'm going to try to do this equal for both. I'm going to try to do it at the same time. I'm going to double press really fast if I can. 1, 2, 3, go. Both were really fast. I'm not really sure that it was a noticeable difference. The TicWatch did open it a little quicker, but I think that might have been because I had to double press the Galaxy Watch, so both are really fast. I don't think either one really had an advantage there. Okay, so I have the app drawer pulled up on both watches. The Google Play Store is now available on the Galaxy Watch, which is pretty cool with Wear 3.0. So we're going to try to open them up at the same time here. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. That was really fast for both. Not really sure there was a discernible difference. I think maybe the Galaxy Watch was quicker, but if you didn't have them side by side, you would not be able to tell a difference. So once again, both watches very similar. So now I've got the Play Store open with some games here. I've got the Playtime section of the Play Store opened up, and we're gonna see how long it takes them both to install this first game, this math game here. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's the first one that came up. So 3, 2, 1, go. Galaxy Watch was quicker pulling it up, but once again, super close. 3, 2, 1, go. Download pending for both. Looks like the TicWatch is going a little bit faster. It's interesting. It actually says the file size is slightly larger over on the TicWatch. Not really sure what that's all about, but I'm going to go ahead and occasionally touch the screen so they don't fall asleep. TicWatch is winning by a hair. Close though. TicWatch started installing sooner, definitely sooner. TicWatch won. This is noticeable. The TicWatch won. Okay, TicWatch won by a little bit there. Let's see if we can open them both. Oh, and it gave me a complete action with that one, so that's not really fair. So, in any case, it definitely installed faster on the TicWatch, for sure. By a few seconds. Once again, you know, how big a deal is that? I don't know, but the TicWatch definitely won that battle. So for the next test, we're going to open up Shazam on both watches. So let's try it. 3, 2, 1, go. And they both opened up really fast. There's no music going in the background because I don't want to get copyrighted. So I don't want a copyright strike. So, but yeah, on both watches it opened up and they started listening for the song really fast. Really no difference that I could tell there. If you want to play it back in slow motion, you can, but yeah, I didn't really notice a difference. Okay, so next we're going to try to open up the Google Fit heart rate tracking app. So let's try it. 3, 2, 1, go. Definitely opened up quicker on the Galaxy Watch, but once again, not by a whole lot. If they weren't right next to each other, once again, I'm not sure if you would really notice, but definitely was a little quicker on the Galaxy Watch for sure. Okay, so next we're going to try to open up Fit Workout. 3, 2, 1, go. Galaxy Watch won again that time, but also, once again, it was super, super close. And for our final app test, we're going to open up the calculator app on both watches. 3, 2, 1, go. I think the Galaxy Watch won again, but once again, also really close. Finally, we're going to test Google Assistant. Just kidding, the Galaxy Watch 4 doesn't have Google Assistant. Google says it might allow the Google Assistant to appear on their watches at some point in the future, but for now, we're going to have to use Bixby. So for this test, since we can't use the same voice command to open up the two assistants at the same time, we're going to have to use a button press shortcut instead, which actually I prefer because saying, "Okay, Google," in my home wakes up all kinds of stuff. So first, let's test its ability to be funny. Let's get a joke from both. Tell me a joke.
Why should we write? How long did the corn farmer live? For years and years.
Okay, both jokes are bad, but I do think that the TicWatch came up with its first. It's kind of interesting. So I long press on the TicWatch and I have to let go as soon as the assistant comes up, whereas on the Galaxy Watch I have to keep holding the button for it to hear me. So that will affect maybe the results a little bit as far as speed, but it did seem like the TicWatch was a little quicker. Okay, next let's try setting an alarm. Set an alarm 10 minutes from now.
I set your alarm.
Okay, that was tough to tell which one was quicker. It might have been quicker on the Galaxy Watch, hard to say. I think it started to set it quicker on the Galaxy Watch. Maybe it finished quicker on the TicWatch. I'm not sure. It was really, in my opinion, too close to call. Okay, next we're gonna try something that I use the Google Assistant for all of the time. And I guess now I'll be trying it with Bixby, but that is setting a reminder. So let's go ahead and try that. Set a reminder 15 minutes from now to turn the AC back on.
Done. It's safe.
I'll remind you at 5:38 p.m.
It was very similar on both. Once again, I think it was a little quicker on the Galaxy Watch, but part of that might have been the Google Assistant read back to me the reminder, read back more information to me about the reminder than the Galaxy Watch. Once again, both were really fast to a point that I'm not really sure it matters. Okay, now we're going to ask both assistants to share a text message. So, text Luke.
What do you want to say to Luke?
How's it going, buddy?
Should I send it?
Yes.
All right, I sent it.
Okay, so here we just saw something. Google Assistant still struggles with sending text messages with the Google Assistant. This has been a known bug about the Google Assistant for a long time. And as you can see on the TicWatch, it still can't do it. It still cannot send a text through the Assistant. I can tell you through experience that you can still send it just if you click on the app manually, but you can't complete that task with the Google Assistant. But on the Galaxy Watch with Wear 3.0, they seem to have fixed that problem. So that's very interesting to note. Okay, I'm curious which one has the better singing voice. Let's try this out. Sing me a song.
I may not have pipes, but I can drop some mad
I
rhymes.
have 3 brand
Just say
new
rap
options.
for me.
Do you want to hear a fun song about brushing your teeth, a fantastic cleanup song, or a gentle goodnight song?
Okay, so I'm not gonna select any of those. So the Google Assistant asked me what kind of song it wanted to sing to me, and the Galaxy Watch just copped out. So that's weak sauce, Bixby. I'm not really down with that. But in any case, it seemed to come up at about the same time for both. So I'm not really sure either one won the sing-off battle. So what did we learn about the speed of both watches? Well, for most tasks, the speed is really very, very close. I think most apps did open slightly faster on the Galaxy Watch, and I think when the two assistants were pitted up against each other, the Google Assistant was usually a little bit faster, but once again, unless you're like doing a side-by-side comparison, I don't think you're going to be able to tell. The only two tests that yielded significantly different results were the boot up or the startup test, where the TicWatch did boot up significantly faster, and the download test, where once again, the TicWatch was faster, able to download the same app in quite a bit faster time. Does that matter?
Probably not.
So at the end of the day, I feel like the real winners here are Android users and people looking for a good wearOS experience, because we finally have some competition and some capable watches to choose from. And I wouldn't really choose one of these watches over another just based on their performance. So that's all the information I have for today. Do you own either one of these watches? If you do, put your experiences down in the comments so we can all learn from each other and make more informed buying decisions. As always, I hope you found this very useful. Thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Rando Tech Info signing out.